Jealousy is merged with misery, while he, the very cynosure of our eyes and hearts, remains terrible and icy and sensible. What have we to strive for?
The love of maidens is to him as interesting as the taxes.
Would that it were, he pays his taxes.
And cherishes the receipts.
Happy receipts.
Fools! I beg your pardon? Fools and blind. The man loves, wildly loves. But who? None of us? No, none of us. His weird fancy has lighted, for the nuns, on Patience, the village milkmaid.
On Patience? It cannot be.
Bah! But yesterday I caught him in her dairy, eating fresh butter with a tablespoon. Today he is not well.
But Patience boasts that she has never loved, that love is, to her, a sealed book. He cannot be serious.
'Tis but a passing fancy, 'twill quickly wear away. Oh, Reginald, if you but knew what a golden wealth of love lay stored up in this rugged old bosom of mine. The milkmaid's triumph would be very short indeed. Still brooding on that infatuation, I thank thee, love, thou comest not to me. For happier I, free from thy ministration, than dukes or duchesses who love transcendentality of delirium, an acute accentuation of supremest ecstasy, which the earthy might easily mistake for indigestion. But it is not indigestion. It is aesthetic transfiguration. Enough of babble. Come.
But stay! I have some news for you. The 35th Dragoon Guards have halted in the village and are even now on their way to this very spot.
The 35th Dragoon Guards?
They are fleshly men of full habit.
We care nothing for Dragoon Guards.
But bless me, you were all engaged to them a year ago.
A year ago. My poor child, you don't understand these things. A year ago, they were very well in our eyes, but since then, our tastes have been etherealized, our perceptions exalted. Come, it is time to lift our voices in morning carol to our Reginald. Let us to his door. 20 lovesick maidens we, lovesick all against our will. 20 years hence we shall be, 20 lovesick maidens still.
For that, I'm as cheerful as a poor devil can be expected to be, who has the misfortune to be a duke with 1,000 a day.
Most men would envy you.
Envy me? Tell me, Major, are you fond of toffee?
Very. We're all fond of toffee.
We are!
Yes, and toffee in moderation is a capital thing. But to live on toffee. Toffee for breakfast, toffee for dinner, toffee for tea. To have it supposed that you care for nothing but toffee and would consider yourself insulted if anything but toffee were offered to you. How would you like that?
I can quite believe under those circumstances, even toffee would become monotonous.
For toffee read flattery, adulation, and abject deference. Carried to such a pitch, I began at last to think man was born bent at the angle of 45 degrees. Great heavens, what is there to adulate in me? Am I particularly intelligent, remarkably studious, excruciatingly witty, unusually accomplished, or even exceptionally virtuous?
You're about as commonplace a man as I ever saw.
You are!
Exactly! That's it, exactly! That describes me to a T. Thank you all very much. Well, I couldn't stand it any longer, so I joined this second-class cavalry regiment. In the army, thought I shall be occasionally snubbed, perhaps even bullied. The thought was rapture, and here I am.
Yes, oh, here come the ladies.
But who is the gentleman with the long hair?
I don't know.
He certainly seems popular.
He does seem popular. Miss Right!
Deign to raise thy poor
socializing me. Round the corner I can see each is kneeling on their knee. Round the corner he can see each is kneeling on their knee. Now is this not ridiculous? And is this not preposterous? A thorough base absurdity. Ridiculous, preposterous. Explain it if you can. Now is this not ridiculous? And is this not preposterous? A thorough base absurdity. Explain it if you can. Instead of rushing eagerly to cherish us imposters, the awkward girl is smelling foggy into every man. Instead of smelling theory, just casting looks of tearing at the slushing at the splashing at the flirting with the fan. The actual is staring at us, cheering at us, pretty sort of drinking for a military man. The actual is staring at us, cheering at us, pretty sort of drinking for a military man. So is this not ridiculous and is this not preposterous? The awkward girl is smelling foggy literary man. Is this not ridiculous and is this not preposterous? The awkward girl is smelling foggy melancholy literary man. Is this not ridiculous and is this not preposterous?
Angela, what is the meaning of this?
Oh, sir, leave us. Our minds but ill-tuned to light love talk.
But what in the world has come over you all?
Bunthorne, he has come over us. He has come among us, and he has idealized us.
Has he succeeded in idealizing you?
He has.
Good old Bunthorne.
My eyes are open. I droop despairing. I am soulfully intense. I am limp, and I cling.
Finished! At last, finished.
Are you better now?
Yes. Oh, it is you. I am finished. The poem is done, and my heart has gone out into it. That is all. It happens 3 times a day. Ah, patience, dear patience.
Sir, will it please you read it to us?
This we supplicate.
Shall I?
No!
I will read it if you bid me.
You can if you like.
It is a wild, weird, fleshly thing, yet very yearning, very tender, very precious. It is called, Oh, Hollow, Hollow, Hollow.
Is it a hunting song?
A hunting song? No, it is not a hunting song. It is a wail of a poet's heart on discovering that everything is commonplace. To understand it, you must cling passionately to one another and think of faint lilies. Oh, hollow, hollow, hollow. What time the poets have hymned, the writhing maid lies limbed, quivering on amaranth and asphodel. How can he paint her woes, knowing as well he knows that all can be set right with calomel? When from the poet's plinth the amorous colocynth yearns for aloe, faint with rapturous thrills, how can he hymn their throes, knowing as well he knows they are all uncompounded pills? Is it and can it be, nature hath this decree, nothing poetic in this world shall dwell, or that in all her works something poetic lurks, even in colocynth and calomel? I cannot tell.
How earnestly precious. Well, it seems to me to be nonsense. Nonsense? Yes, perhaps. But oh, what precious nonsense.
This is all very well, but you seem to forget you are engaged to us.
It can never be. You are not Delacrucian. You are not a period. You are not even early English. Oh, be early English ere it is too late.
yellow, primary colors. Oh, South Kensington.
We did not design our uniforms, but we don't see how they could be improved.
No, you wouldn't. Still, there is a cobwebby gray velvet with a tender bloom like cold gravy, which made Florentine 14th century, trimmed with Venetian leather and Spanish altar lace, and surmounted with something Japanese, it matters not what, would at least be early English. Come, maidens!
20 lovesick maidens weep, lovesick all against our will. 20 years hence we shall be, 20 lovesick maidens still.
Gentlemen, this is an insult to the British uniform. A uniform that has been successful in the courts of Venus as well as on the field of art. When I first put this uniform on, I said as I looked in the glass, it's 1 to a million that any civilian my figure and form will surpass. Old lace has a charm for the fair, and I've plenty of that to spare. While in love as professions are uttered and questions are eloquent everywhere, a fact that I counted upon when I first put this uniform on.
By simple coincidence you could never have counted upon. The same thing occurred to me when I first put this uniform on.
I said when I first put it on, it's plain to the various dumps that every beauty will feel it her duty to yield to its glamour at once. They will see that I'm freely good-laced, in a uniform handsome and chaste, but the peripatetics of long-hair aesthetics are very much more to the taste, which I never counted upon where I first put this uniform on.
By simple coincidence you could never have counted upon. I didn't anticipate that when I first put this uniform on.
Retreat!
Am I alone and unobserved? I am. Then let me home. I'm an aesthetic sham. This of you is but a mere veneer. This cynic smile is but a while of guile. This costume change is but good taste misplaced. Let me confess, a languid love for lilies does not blight me. Lank limbs and haggard cheeks do not delight me. I do not care for dirty greens by any means. I am not fond of all one sees that's Japanese. I am not fond of uttering platitudes in stained glass attitudes. In short, my many ableisms affectation, born of a morbid love of admiration. shine in the high aesthetic line as a man of culture rare. You must get upon the journeys of your transcendental domes and plant them everywhere. You must lie upon the daisies and discourse in novel phrasings of your complicated state of mind. The meaning doesn't matter if it's only idle chatter of the transcendental kind. And everyone will say, as you walk your mystic way, if he's content with the vegetable life, which would certainly not suit me, why, what a very singular pure young man this pure young man must be. Be eloquent in praise of the very dull days which have long since passed away, and convince him if you can that the reign of good Queen Anne was culture's longest day. Of course you will prove whatever's fresh and new and declare it crude and mean, for I stop it short in the cultivated court of the Empress Josephine. And everyone will say, as you walk your mystic way, if that's not good enough for him, which is good enough for me, why, what a very cultivated kind of youth this kind of youth must be. Then a sentimental passion of a vegetable fashion must excite your languid spleen. An attachment and a Plato or a bashful young potato or a not too French bean. Though the Philistines may jostle, you will rank as an apostle in the high aesthetic band. If you want to drink a dilly with a poppy or a lily in your medieval hand, and everyone will say, as you walk your flowery way, if he's content with a vegetable love which would certainly not suit me, why, what a most particular and pure young man this pure young man must be. Ah, Patience, come hither. I am pleased with thee. The bitter-hearted one, who finds all else hollow, is pleased with thee, for you are not hollow, are you?
No thanks, I have dined. But I beg your pardon, I interrupt you.
But life is made up of interruptions. The tortured soul, yearning for solitude, writhes under them. Oh, my heart is weary. I am a cursed thing. Don't go.
Really, I'm very sorry.
Tell me, girl, do you ever yearn?
I yearn my living.
No. Do you know what it is to be heart-hungry? To yearn for the indefinable, and yet to be brought face to face daily with the multiplication table? Do you know what it is to seek oceans and find puddles? That is my case. Oh, I am a cursed thing. Don't go.
If you please, I don't understand you. You frighten me.
Don't be frightened. It's only poetry.
Well, if that's poetry, I don't like poetry.
Don't you? Can I trust her? Patience, you don't like poetry. Well, between you and me, I don't like poetry. It's hollow, unsatisfactory, unsubstantial. What's the use of yearning for Elysian fields when you can't get them, and would only let them out to building leases if you had them?
Sir, I just don't
Patience,
understand.
I have long loved you, and I'm going to let you in on a little secret. I am not as bilious as I look. I should cut my hair if you like. There's a lot more innocent fun within me than the casual spectator would imagine. You have not seen me frolic. Be a good girl, a very good girl, and one day you shall. If you are fond of the touch-and-go jocularity, this is the shop for it.
Sir, I will speak plainly. In the matter of love, I am untaught. I have never loved but my great aunt. But I am quite certain that under any circumstances, I couldn't possibly love you.
Oh, you think not?
I am quite sure of it. Quite sure. Quite.
Very well. Life is henceforth a blank. I do not care what becomes of me. All I ask is that you do not abuse my confidence. Though you despise me, I am highly popular amongst the other young ladies.
I only ask that you leave me and never renew the subject.
Certainly, broken-hearted and desolate, I go. Oh, to be wafted away in the black Esseldama of sorrow, where the dust of an earthy today is the earth of a dusty tomorrow. It's a little something of my own. I call it heart foam. I shall not publish it. Farewell, Patience. Patience, farewell.
What on earth does it all mean? Why does he love me? Why does he expect me to love him? He's not a relation. It frightens me.
Why, Patience? What is the matter?
Lady Angela, tell me two things. Firstly, what on earth is this love that upsets everybody? And secondly, how is it to be distinguished from insanity?
Poor blind child. Oh, forgive her, Eros. Love is, of all passions, the most essential. It is the embodiment of purity, the abstraction of refinement. It is the one unselfish emotion in this whirlpool of grasping greed. Oh, dear! Why are you crying?
To think that I have lived all these years without having experienced this unselfish and ennobling passion. Why, what a wicked girl I must be. For it is unselfish, isn't it?
Absolutely. Love that is tainted with selfishness is no love. Oh, try to love. It really isn't difficult if you put your whole mind to it.
I'll set about it at once. I won't go to bed until I'm head over ears in love with somebody.
Noble girl. But is it possible that you have never loved anybody?
Yes, one.
Ah, whom?
My great aunt.
Great aunts don't count.
Then there's nobody. At least, no, nobody. Not since I was a baby. But that doesn't count, I suppose.
I don't know. Tell me all about it.
Long years ago, 14 maybe, when but a tiny babe of 4, another baby played with me, my elder by a year or
Prithee, pretty maiden, prithee tell me true. Hey, but I'm doleful, willow, willow, wait. How you wear my lover dangling after you? Hey, willow, waily, oh. I would fain discover if you have a lover. Hey, willow, waily, oh.
Gentle sir, my heart is frolicsome and free. Hey, but he's doleful, willow, waily. Nobody I care for comes a-courting me. Hey, willow, waily, oh. Nobody I care for comes a-courting them. Hey, willow, waily, oh.
Prithee, pretty maiden, will you marry me? Hey, but I'm hopeful, willow, willow, waily. I must say at once I'm a man of property. Hey, willow, waily, oh. Money I despise it, many people prize it. Hey, willow, waily, oh.
Gentle sir, although to marry I decide. Hey, but he's hopeful, willow, willow, waily. As yet I do not know you, and so I must decline. Hey, willow, waily, oh. To other maidens go you, as yet I do not know you. Hey, willow,
Waily, oh.
Patience, can it be that you don't recognize me?
Recognize you? No, indeed I don't.
Have 15 years so greatly changed me?
15 years? What do you mean?
Have you forgotten the friend of your youth, your Archibald, your little playfellow? Oh, Kronos, Kronos, this is too bad of you.
Archibald! Is it possible? Why, let me look. It is, it must be. Oh, how happy I am. I thought we should never meet again. And how you've grown.
Yes, Patience, I am much taller and much stouter than I was.
And how you've improved.
Yes, Patience, I am very beautiful.
But surely that doesn't make you unhappy.
Yes, Patience, these gifts were given to me for the enjoyment and delectation of my fellow creatures. I can't help that.
Why? But why do you make yourself so picturesque? Why not disguise yourself? Disfigure yourself, anything to escape this persecution?
No, Patience, that may not be. These gifts, irksome as they are, were given to me for the enjoyment and delectation of my fellow creatures. I am a trustee for beauty, and it is my duty to see that the conditions of my trust are faithfully discharged.
And you too are a poet?
I am the apostle of simplicity. I am called Archibald the All-Right, for I am infallible.
And is it possible that you condescend to love such a girl as I?
Yes, Patience, is it not strange? I have loved you with a Florentine 14th century frenzy for a full 15 years.
Oh, marvelous! I have hitherto been deaf to the voice of love. I seem now to know what love is. It has been revealed to me. It is Archibald Grosthern.
Yes, Patience, it is.
We will never, never part.
We will live and die together.
I swear it.
We both swear it.
What? Oh!
What's the matter?
Why, you are perfection. A source of endless ecstasy to all know you.
I know I am. Well?
Then, bless my heart. There can be nothing selfish in loving you.
Merciful powers, I never thought of that.
To monopolize those features on which all women love to linger, it would be unpardonable.
Why, so it would. Oh, fatal perfection! Again you interpose between me and my happiness.
If you
you're but a thought less beautiful than you are.
Would that I were, but candor compels me to admit that I am not.
Our duty is clear. We must part, and forever.
Oh, misery! And yet, I cannot question the propriety of your decision. Farewell, Patience.
Farewell, Archibald. But stay!
Yes, Patience?
Although I may not love you for your perfection, there's nothing to prevent your loving me. I am plain, wholly unattractive.
Why, that's true.
The love of such a man as you for such a girl as I must be unselfish.
Unselfishness itself.
Though to marry you I'd very selfish be.
Hey, but I'm doleful, willow, willow, waily.
You may all the same continue loving me.
Hey, willow, waily, oh.
All the world ignoring, you're the one adoring.
Hey, willow, waily, oh.
By the advice of my solicitor, in aid of a deserving charity, I put myself up to be raffled for.
By the advice of his solicitor, he's
to whom you're plighted.
Stay, we implore you, for we adore you. To us you're plighted, to be united. Stay, we implore you.
Your maiden hearts are do not steal, to pity's eloquent appeal.
Such conduct British soldiers feel.
Sigh, sigh, all sigh. To foam and steel we rarely see a British soldier bend the knee. Yet one man's holding guilty.
Kneel, kneel, all kneel.
Our soldiers very seldom cry, and yet I need not tell you why. Our children weep, weep, all weep.
My soldiers very seldom cry, and yet they need not tell us why. Tears lose each Weep, weep, all weep.
Walk up and purchase with the 50. Overcome your deficits and natural timidity. Take it for the raffle should be purchased with the 50. Put in half a guinea and a husband you may gain. Such a judge of blue and white and other kinds of pottery, from early Oriental down to modern terracotta. Put in half a guinea, you may draw him in a lottery. Such an opportunity may not occur again.
Such a judge of blue and white and other kinds of pottery, from early Oriental down to modern terracotta. Put in half a guinea, you may draw him in a lottery. Such an opportunity may not occur again.
We've been through all the real and what we don't care, what we don't care. There's fish in the sea, no doubt of it, as good as ever came out of it. And someday we shall get our share. So we don't care, so we don't care.
fear to speak by nature for restraint too mighty far has burst the bonds of art, and here we are.
No, Mr. Butler, no, you're wrong again. Permit me, I'll endeavor to explain. True love must single-hearted be,
Exactly so.
from every selfish fancy free.
Exactly so.
No idle thought of gain or joy a maiden's fancy should employ. True love must be without alloy. True love must be without alloy.
Exactly so.
Imposture to contempt must lead.
Exactly so.
Blind vanity's dissension sees.
Exactly so.
It follows then a maiden who devotes herself to loving you is prompted by no selfish view. Is prompted by no selfish view.
Exactly so.
Are you resolved to wed this shameless one? Is there no chance for any other?
None.
I hear the soft note of the echoing voice of thy old, old love long dead. It whispers my sorrowing heart, rejoice, for the lust and tear is shed. The pain that is all but a pleasure will change for the pleasure that's all but pain. And never, never our hearts will range from that old, old love again. Yes, the pain that is all but a pleasure will change for the pleasure that's all but pain. And never, never our hearts will range from that old, old love again. Oh, never, never our hearts will range from that old love again. Oh, never, never our hearts will range from that old, old love Yes, who is this whose godlike grace proclaims he comes of noble race?
I am a broken-hearted troubadour whose arms aesthetic and whose tastes are pure.
Aesthetic
wagon.
And we love you.
They love him, horror!
They love him, horror. They love me, horror, horror, horror.
old tale, how rapturously these maidens love me, and how hopelessly. Oh, patience, patience, the love of thee in my heart, what can I have for these poor, mad maidens but an unvalued pity? Alas, they'll die of hopeless love for me, and I shall die of hopeless love for thee.
Sir, will it please you read to us?
If you will, my child, what shall I read?
One of your own poems.
Better not, my child. They will not cure thee of thy love.
Mr. Bunthorne used to read us a poem of his own every day.
And to do him justice, he read them extremely well.
Oh, did he so? Well then who am I to take upon myself to withhold my gifts from you? I am but a trustee. Here is a decollete, a pure and simple thing, a very daisy. A babe might understand it. To appreciate it, it is not necessary to think of anything at all.
Let us think of nothing at all.
Gentle Jane was as good as gold. She always did as she was told. She never spoke when her mouth was full, or caught blue bottles their legs to pull, or spilled plum jam on her nice new frock, or put white mice in the 8-day clock, or vivisected her last new doll, or fostered a passion for alcohol. And when she grew up, she was given in marriage to a first-class earl who keeps his carriage. I believe I am right in saying that there is not one word in that decollete which is calculated to bring the blush of shame to the cheek of modesty.
Not one. It is purity in itself.
Here's another. Teasing Tom was a very bad boy. A great big squirt was his favorite toy. He put live shrimps in his father's boots and sewed up the sleeves on his Sunday suits.
He punched his poor little sisters' heads and cayenne peppered their four-post beds. He plastered their hair with cobbler's wax and dropped hot halfpennies down their backs. The consequence was he was lost totally and married a girl in the court of Ali.
Marked you how grandly, how relentlessly, the condemning catalog of crime strode on till retribution, like a poised hawk, came swooping down on the wrongdoer? Oh, it was terrible! Oh, sir, you are indeed a true poet, for you touch our hearts, and they go out to you.
This is simply cloying. Ladies, I'm sorry to appear ungallant, but it is Saturday, and you've been following me around ever since Monday. I should like the usual half holiday. I would take it as a personal favor if you would allow me to close early today.
Oh, sir, do not send us from you.
Poor, poor girls, it is best to speak plainly. I know that I am loved by you, but I can never love you in return. For my heart is fixed elsewhere. Remember the fable of the magnet and the churn.
But we don't know the fable of the magnet and the churn.
You don't? Then I shall sing it to you. A magnet hung in a hardware shop, and all around was a loving crop of scissors and needles, nails and knives, offering love for all their lives. But for iron the magnet felt nowhere, though it charmed iron, it charmed not him. For scissors and needles and nails he turned, for he set his love on a silver churn.
A silver churn.
A silver churn. While this aesthetic, very magnetic fancy took this turn, if I can wheedle a knife or a needle, why not a silver churn?
Well, this aesthetic, very magnetic fancy took its turn. If I can wheedle a knife or a needle, why not a silver churn?
The iron and steel express surprise, the needles open their wildred eyes, the penknives felt shut up, no doubt, the scissors declared themselves cut out. The kettles they pulled with rage to say, while every nail flew off its head, and hither and thither began to roam, till the hammer came on, and drove them home.
It drove them home.
It drove them home. While this magnetic, peripatetic lover he lived to learn, by no endeavor can a magnet ever attract a silver churn.
Well, this magnetic, peripatetic lover he lived to learn,
By no endeavor can a magnet ever attract a silver churn. At last they are gone. What is this mysterious fascination that I seem to exercise over all I come across? A curse on my fatal beauty, for I am sick of conquests.
Oh, Archibald!
Patience!
I had escaped with great difficulty from my Reginald. I wanted to see you so much that I might ask you if you love me as fondly as ever.
Love you with the devotion of a lifetime.
Hold! Unhand your ice cream! If you are a gentleman, pray remember that I am another's. But you do love me, don't you?
Madly, hopelessly, despairingly.
That's right. I never can be yours, but that's right.
And you love this bunthorn.
With a heart-whole ecstasy that withers and scorches and burns and stings. It is my duty,
happy with him.
Happy? I am miserable beyond description.
That's right. I never can be yours, but that's right.
But go now. I see dear Reginald approaching. Oh, Archibald, I cannot tell you how happy this made me to know that you still love me.
If I only dared.
Sir, this language to one who has promised to another. Oh, Archibald, think of me sometimes, for my heart is breaking. For he is so unkind to me, and you would be so loving.
Loving.
And that's when step in his eye are good and pure when I scream. Farewell, Archibald. Stop there. Think of me sometimes. Advance at your peril. Once more, adieu.
Crying about?
I've only been thinking how dearly I love you.
Of me? Bah!
Love him? Bah!
Don't you interfere.
He always crushes me.
Why, dear Reginald, what's the matter? If you have any sorrow, tell it to me, that I may share it with you. It is my duty.
Whom are you speaking with just now?
With dear Archibald. With dear Archibald.
On my honor, this is too much.
A great deal too much.
Do be quiet.
Crushed again.
I think he is the noblest, purest, most perfect being I've ever met. But I don't love him. It is true that he is devotedly attached to me. But I don't love him. Whenever he grows affectionate, I scream. It is my duty.
I dare say.
So do I dare say.
Why, how could I love him and love you too? You can't love two people at once.
Oh, you think not?
No, you can't. I only wish you could.
I don't believe you know what love is.
Yes, I do. There was a happy time when I didn't. But a bitter experience has taught me.
Reginald!
Love is a plaintive song, sung by a suffering maid, telling a tale of wrong, telling of hope betrayed, into each changing note, so
Before that, I was admired. Might I say, loved.
2 miles adored.
Do let the poet soliloquize. The damsels used to follow me wherever I went. Now they all follow him.
Not all. I am still faithful to you.
Yes, and what a pretty damsel you are.
No, not pretty. Massive. Cheer up. I will never leave you. I swear it.
Oh, thank you. I know what it is. It is confounded mildness. They find me too highly spiced, if you please. And no doubt, I am highly spiced.
Not for my taste.
No, but I am for theirs. But I can show the world that I can be as mild as he. If they want insipidity, they shall have it. I shall meet this fellow on his own ground and beat him on it.
You shall, and I will help you.
You will? Oh, thank you, Jane. There is a good deal of good in you, after all.
So go to him and say to him with compliment ironical.
Say hey to you, good day to you, and that's what I shall say.
Your style is much too sanctified, your cut is too canonical.
Say ba to you, ha ha to you, and that's what I shall say.
I was the ideal of the morbid young aesthetical. To touch my inspiration was regarded heretical, until you cut me up with your placidity immensical.
Say boo to you, poo poo to you, and that's what I shall say. Say boo to you, poo poo to you, and that's what I shall say. Consent to be more jocular.
Good hate, good date, and that's what you should say.
To cut his curly hair and stick an eyeglass in his ocular.
Sing party, party, and that's what you should say.
To stuff his conversation full of quibble and of quiddity. To dine on chops and roly-poly pudding with avidity. He begged to clear away with all convenient rapidity.
Sing hate, good date, and that's what you should say.
Sing poo to you, poo poo to you, and that's what I shall say.
Sing hate, good date, you
Good date.
a party, sing part. You go to your
Ha ha.
what you should say. Sing hate, good date, sing part. A party, sing part.
And that's what I shall say. And that's what I shall say. Ba, ba. And that's what I shall say.
Scream and meditate a lot, alone retains it says. To charm and please its devotees, we've done our little best. We're not quite sure if all we do as the early English ring, but as far as we can judge, it's case a trousers ready-made. To this on many the length, sometime alone will bring. But as far as we can judge, is something like this sort of thing. You hold yourself like this, hold yourself like that. By hook and crook, you try to look both angular and flat. To cultivate the twin, the identity of limb. You ought to get a marionette and form your style on him.
A lasting impression on these young ladies, we must become as aesthetic as they are.
No doubt. The only question is how far we've succeeded in doing so. I don't know why, but I have a feeling that this is not quite right.
I don't like it. I never did. I don't see what it means. I do it, but I don't like it.
My good friend, the question is not whether we like it, but whether they do. They understand these things. We do not. Now, I shouldn't be surprised if this is not without its effect at a distance.
I can't help thinking we're a little stiff at it. It would be extremely awkward if we were to be stuck so.
I do not think we shall be stuck so. Perhaps we are a little awkward at first, but everything must have its beginning. Oh, here they come. Attention!
Oh, Saphir, see, the immortal fire has descended on them, and they are of the inner brotherhood, perceptibly intense and consummately utter.
How Botticellian, how Frangelican. Lord, we thank thee for this boon.
Well, I'm afraid we're not quite right.
Not supremely, perhaps, but oh so all. But, oh Saphir, are they not too quite all?
What? They are indeed jolly utter.
I wonder what the inner brotherhood would recommend for cramp.
Ladies, we will not deceive you. We are doing this at some personal inconvenience with the hopes of expressing our extreme devotion to you. We hope it is not repetitive.
We will not deny that we are much moved by this proof of your attachment.
Yes. To the principles of aesthetic art in its highest development has touched us deeply.
And if Mr. Grosvenor should remain obdurate,
Which we have every reason to believe that he will.
I wish they'd make haste!
we are not prepared to say that our yearning hearts will not go out to you.
By section of police, rapture!
It's extremely good. For beginners, it's admirable.
The only question is, who will take who?
Well, the Duke chooses first as a matter of course.
I couldn't think of it. You really are too good.
It's really nothing of the kind. You are a great matrimonial fish, and it is only fair that each of these young ladies should have a chance at hooking you. It's really quite simple. Observe. Suppose you choose Angela. I'll take Sophia. Major will take nobody. Suppose you take Sophia. Major takes Angela. I take nobody. Suppose you take nobody. Major takes Sophia, and I take Angela. Clear as day.
If Saphir I choose to marry, I shall be fixed up for life. Then the colonel need not tarry, Angela can be his wife.
In that case, unprecedented, single I must live and die. I shall have to be contented with the heartfelt sympathy. He will have to be contented with the heartfelt sympathy.
He will have to be contented with the heart of
myself here. In that case, unprecedented single, I shall live and die. I will have to be contented with the heartfelt sympathy.
It is very pleasant to be alone. It is pleasant to be able to gaze at leisure upon those features which others may gaze upon at their own goodwill. I'm a very narcissist.
It's no use. I can't live without admiration. Ever since Grover came here, insipidity has been at a premium. Oh, he is there.
Oh, Bunthorne, come here. Look, very graceful, isn't it?
Allow me. I haven't seen it yet. Oh, yes, it is.
Good gracious, no, not that. This.
You don't mean that. But I'm in no mood for trifling.
And what is amiss?
Ever since you came here, you have entirely monopolized the attentions of the young ladies. And I don't like it, sir.
I can't help that. They're the plague of my life. My dear Mr. Bunthorne, a man of your personal disadvantages can have no idea of the inconvenience of being madly loved at first sight by every woman you come across.
Sir, until you came here, I was adored.
Exactly, until I came here. That's my grievance. I cut everybody out. I assure you, if you could only suggest some means whereby consistently with my duty to society, to escape these inconvenient attentions, you would earn my everlasting gratitude.
Then I shall do so at once. However popular to the world at large, your personal appearance is highly objectionable to me.
Oh, thank you. How can I ever express my gratitude?
By making a complete change at once. Your conversation must henceforth be entirely matter of fact. You must cut your hair and have a back parting. In costume and appearance, you must be absolutely commonplace.
No, pardon me. That's impossible.
Very well, take care now. When I'm thwarted, I'm very terrible.
I can't help that. I'm a man on a mission, and that mission must be fulfilled.
I don't think you quite understand the consequences of thwarting me.
I don't care what they are.
Well, suppose, I won't go so far as to say that I would, but suppose for one moment that I were to curse you. Very well, take care now.
But surely you would never do that.
It would be an extreme measure, no doubt. But still.
But surely you would never do that. I know you would not. Oh, Mr. Bunthorne, reflect, reflect. You had a mother once.
Never.
Then you had an aunt? Ah, I see you had. And by the memory of that aunt, I implore you to pause ere you resort to that last fearful expedient. Oh, Mr. Bunthorne, reflect, reflect.
I must not allow myself to be unmanned. It is useless. Consent at once, or me and nephew's curse.
Oh, are you absolutely resolved?
Absolutely.
Will nothing shake you?
Nothing. I am adamant.
Very good, then I yield.
Ha! You swear it?
I do so cheerfully. I have long awaited for such a reasonable pretext, for such a change as you suggest. It has come at last. I do it on compulsion.
Ha! Victory! I triumph. When I go out the door, of damoiselles a score, all sighing and yarning and clinging and burning will follow me as before. I shall with culture's taste distinguish gems from paste. A haggle diddle of rank as a needle if I pronounce it chaste. A most intense young man, a soulful young man, an ultra poetical, super aesthetical, out of the way young man. Conceive me if you can, an everyday young man, a colorless type with a stick and a pipe and a half red, black and tan. Who thinks suburban hops more fun than Monday pops? Fond of his dinner and doesn't get thinner on bottled beer and shops. A commonplace young man, a matter-of-fact young man, a steady and solid, jolly bank holiday, everyday young man. An RDC young man, a navy and white young man, Francesca Rimini, Mimini, Pimini, shouldn't say quoi young man. A teeth and grunts young man, a walnut special young man, a very delectable, highly respectable, three-penny boss young man, a Valentine young man, a haggard and lank young man, a greenery gallery, Grosvenor gallery, foot in the grave young man, a seller's low price young man, a clothes basket young man, a pushing your particle, what's the next article, I get fine young man. Conceive me if you can, a matter-of-fact young man, a non-poetical, arithmetical, everyday young man. Conceive me if you can, a matter-of-fact young man, a non-poetical, arithmetical, everyday young man. It is all right. I've committed my last act of ill nature, and henceforth I am a changed character.
Reginald! Dancing! And what in the world is the matter with you?
Patience, I am a changed man. Hitherto I have been gloomy, moody, fitful, uncertain in temper, selfish in disposition.
You have indeed.
But all that has changed. I have reformed. I have modeled myself upon Mr. Grosvenor. Henceforth, my conversation will include amusement and instruction. I shall be mildly cheerful. I shall still be aesthetic, but my aestheticism will be of the most pastoral kind.
Oh, Reginald, is all this true?
Quite true. Observe how amiable I am.
But Reginald, how long will this last?
With occasional intervals for rest and refreshment, as long as I do.
Oh, Reginald, oh dear, dear Reginald, I cannot express the joy I feel at this change. It will no longer be a duty to love you, but rather a pleasure, a rapture, an ecstasy.
My darling!
But, oh horror!
But what is the matter?
Is it quite certain that you have absolutely reformed? That you are henceforth a perfect being, utterly free of defect of any kind?
It is quite certain. I have sworn it.
Then I never can be yours.
Why not?
Love to be pure must be absolutely unselfish.
And there can be nothing unselfish in loving so perfect a being that you have now become.
But I don't want to change. I'll relapse. I'll be as I was. Interrupted.
means that Archibald the all-right cannot be all-wrong, and if the all-right chooses to discard aestheticism, it proves that aestheticism ought to be discarded.
Oh, Archibald! Archibald! I'm surprised! Shocked, horrified!
I can't help that. I'm no longer a free agent. I do it on compulsion.
This is terrible. Go. I shall never set eyes on you again. But, oh joy!
What's the matter?
Is it quite certain that you will always be a commonplace young man?
Always. I have sworn it.
Then there's nothing to prevent my loving you with all the fervor at my command.
Why, that's true.
My Archibald!
My patience crushed again.
Sarah, I am still with you. I've never left you, and I never will.
Oh, thank you, Jane. After all, there's no denying it. You are a fine figure of a woman.
My Reginald.
My Jane.
Ladies, the Duke has at length determined to select a bride.
I have a great gift to bestow. Approach such of you as are truly lovely. In personal appearance, each of you has all that is necessary to make a woman happy. In common fairness, I think I ought to choose the only one among you who has the misfortune to be distinctly plain. Jane!
Duke!
Crushed again!
After much debate internal, I and Lady Jane decide. Sapphion now may take the colonel as she be the major's bride. In that case, unprecedented single on with living time.